Today we're going to take a look at a couple of really interesting charts, starting with this one. This is the total HEX shares from the end of the HEX distribution to today. As you can see, that's around day 350 or so, down to we're over 1150 at the moment, or approaching there. So these are the total peta shares or T shares, and as you can see the trend going up there and reaching to a peak there around the day 600. These are the HEX days since launch, obviously. And then you can see if you drew a trend line going from there, it's heading downwards. The number of T shares is reducing. And that's because the HEX rate, if we look at this, the T share rate, it goes up every day. You can see the increase here. So there's a small amount. Sometimes it jumps a big amount, but some days it's zero, but it doesn't go down. It always goes up. So if you have HEX stakes that are ending, you can't get the same amount of T shares if you restake. You're going to have to stake for longer if you're not maxed out already, or you're going to have to increase your HEX holding and stake more to get the same T shares that you had before. So as you can see, what that does is it makes T shares harder and harder to get, and eventually we'll stop even talking about T shares. We'll start talking about B shares because they're so hard to get, and the trend is moving downwards here. Now the second chart I want to show you is also very interesting, and this is something we don't get to see. These are the open bleeding stakes, the unclaimed HEX. So as you know, there's loads and loads of stakes, and as we can see here, there's 7,000 stakes which have not been end staked, and they're just bleeding out. So these are where you see your penalties every day. If you come to here, you can see your penalties, and some days there's big emergency end stakes, so we get a big penalty. But some days you get something like that. It's less than 1 million. So some of that is going to be coming from here, and these are these bleeding stakes. So there's 7,000 there that are unclaimed. They're just bleeding out. You can see the start dates, the end date. I mean, this is just a section of a spreadsheet. It's not the full sheet, obviously. And you can see the HEX staked is 35 million. That is bleeding out. And the T-shares value is 4,000 T-shares there. And a few more stats there. Total yield payout. And late HEX penalties. So there are a lot of stakes sitting there just bleeding out. And that contributes to our daily HEX payout.